Okay, right now, if you can't hear my co interpreter Christian interpreting me in English, those that prefer English, if you can hear my co interpreter right now into English, let me give me a hand sign, give me a little shake, give me a thumbs up, a bachata, give me just a sign that it's working. Great, you can hear me. Okay, great. Now we're gonna try the Spanish. Ahora, si me pueden escuchar a cómo interpretar en español ahora, por favor, déjenme un señal de vida, un movimiento, unos pulgares para arriba, alzar sus manos para el cielo, para el techo. Sí, sí pueden escuchar. Sí pueden escuchar, ¿seguro que no? Sí, sí. Wow. Okay. All right. And so now I leave you with my compis, Franci. Hi there. Very nice to meet you all. So glad to be here with y'all. And if you're having any difficulty with the equipment itself, please reach out with an interpreter that is not actively interpreting in that moment or with me. So, yeah, creating multilingual spaces is a collective effort. It's even more important in community spaces and business spaces where we know that the majority of folks that sustain our labor speak many, many languages. We welcome all the languages in this space and in our histories and in all the ways in which we communicate. We recognize and honor that there are many languages in these spaces beyond the ones that we currently have capacity to interpret. We acknowledge Kekchi and indigenous languages. We acknowledge diasporic Englishes and Spanish, regional and culturally specific versions of all our languages. We want to create spaces where we can share all that and relate to each other in deeper ways to transform our communities. And so these are some ways in which we can all support our commitment to create a multilingual space during this space, during this meeting. Please speak at a moderate pace. If we need you to slow down, we'll make this hand signal. And we encourage all of you to follow along with us. Let's practice this together. This means slow down. Let's all do it together. Yeah, slow down. Slower, please. Slower. Thank you. Because that allows me to know, like, if I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm trying to get people's attention and no one can see me, that way other people can see and we can all hold this together. Thank you, Adri. If we're having difficulty hearing you and we need you to speak up, we'll use this hand sign. Please, let's practice together. Okay, great, great. Yes, awesome. Thank you. Please, one person speaking at a time so that the interpreters don't have to choose who to interpret for. This is super important where, like in a space such as this, we can only interpret the voices that we can hear, and one voice at a time, please. To those listening to this in Spanish interpretation, you might notice that we use E endings. Sometimes, if we don't know someone's gender, if a person's pronouns is they, or if we're referring to groups of people. So this is not a pronunciation error, but rather a purposeful choice to be inclusive of the expansive genders that exist in our communities. And finally, please remember to return the equipment at the end of this event to the table where you picked it up from. And note that on the form that you signed it out. This helps us to ensure that the equipment will be available the next time we need it. And now I will pass the mic over to Adriana. Thank you, Franci. Before I forget, there's going to be a moment where we're all going to present ourselves by name and our business. Please speak up very, very good, very loudly with your name and your business so that everyone can hear that. And also, please pause between switching a person speaking so that the interpreter can really get that in the right language. And so we also want to say that once the introductions are given and it's time for us just to hang out and chat and to share, if anyone wants to talk with someone in a different language, please seek us. We are here in order to have that one on one communication. Because the three of us, we are the language justice team that are working with the MBA. And so, what is it that we do here? We translate text between English and Spanish. We interpret conversations, spoken conversations like we're doing now between English and Spanish, and we help create spaces so that many spaces can exist, and so that languages doesn't have to be a barrier in businesses in our communities. We're also here to connect you to MBA. And so one example is that there was someone that in the last meeting we had, they wanted to contract another business owner from a different language, and we were helped to help connect them both so they can do their business. And so if you also have a question for the MBA board, if you want to like ask for resources, if you want to just provide something, we can also help to connect you through WhatsApp. We have translated through WhatsApp, and so that you can have that direct communication. So you want to just make sure to let you know that we have this to offer. And I think that's it for now. And so I'm going to change to English.
Meeting. And if your equipment stops working, do not suffer in silence, please. Find one of us and we'll get you another one. And please don't drive home with it. It's very expensive. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joe. So I just want to kick things off by thanking you all for coming to our first official member meeting. We are a member organization of like-minded or liked purpose business owners in Midtown Kingston. So we are here as a group of business owners and former business owners to really attempt to advocate and speak for the needs of Midtown businesses in Kingston. We are not a government organization. We can lobby to the government, but we don't make choices for the government. We are also not offering direct financial services. We have helped set those things up, but I just want to put that out there that we're here to support y'all as much as we can as a volunteer organization of Midtown business owners. So if you need something, please communicate that to us, and we'll do the best we can to support you. I was asked to just give a quick, just like rundown of how this came to be. In March 2021, you might remember Broadway was getting ripped up with the new Broadway streetscape renovations that were happening. And unfortunately, none of us, the current board members or anybody that we're aware of was told what was happening. So, coming out of the worst of the pandemic, March 2021 was looking bright. We were going to open up outdoor seating, and, without notice, there was a 17-foot ditch getting dug, in front of our restaurant. So we went to the mayor and said, hey, why didn't you tell us? And they said, we don't have anyone's email address. So now they do. And, the city is a partner with our efforts, and we've transformed that relationship into something positive. And, really that's a testament to the energy that's on this board to not focus on negative, but focus on positive results and improving the conditions for Midtown businesses. So here we are, 2.5 years later, and we'll have some updates further from Liz, our vice president, on what we've been working on. But just an idea of where we come from, and really, it's just we came together to help one another, support one another, and that's what we're here to do for you all as well. So I'll just bring it to the board so you guys know who's advocating on your behalf. If Minnie and Enrique could come up. I'm Miles, former owner of Lunch Nightly, and I'm here living in Kingston with my family as the board president of the Midtown Business Alliance. And I think we're just all going to have to speak up because there's no cordless mic with us today.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here. I'm Bill Cranston. I'm currently the treasurer of the MBA. This space. Oh, yeah, sure. I'm Bill Cranston. I'm currently the treasurer of the MBA. Thank you all for being here. This space and this restaurant is the creation of my incredible wife, Chef Oz, in the background there. She's waving. We purchased this building in April of 2019. I purchased Boulevard Wine and Spirits in September of 21. I'm also a full-time New York City fireman, and we live up on Main Street. I grew up in Kingston pretty much my entire life. I left for a bunch of years, but then I came back. And to just second Miles' point, we're here for you guys. Yeah, we're the board, but we're just faces. The board lives on without us, and maybe one of you at some day will be in that seat. It's important that this community has a voice. Historically, it hasn't. I'm glad we finally do, and it's incredible to see the progress, and it's great to have all of you here. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Manuel Blas. I work for Radio Kingston. I'm not a business person, really. I work for Radio Kingston, but I've been involved in many of the things involving Midtown Kingston. So that's why they asked me to join the board. So I'm a new board member of the MBA, Midtown Business Alliance, and that's why I'm doing everything that's about Spanish outreach. That's how you know me. I've been participating in some of your businesses. We know each other. We've been doing several projects. So I'm going to keep doing everything possible so that all business people in Kingston and in Midtown Kingston can access all of these things. So thank you.
I'm Liz. Oh, this is a little up there. Liz from We Got the Juice at Broadway Arts. I'm the vice president on the Midtown Business Alliance. And I'm welcoming everybody here. And I want to thank Oz. I want to second that on the food because it was delicious.
Hi, my name's Katie McElroy. I own Tubby's with my husband Corey, who's over there. Tubby's down on Broadway. Yeah, thanks all for being here. I'm the secretary of the Midtown Business Alliance. So I run the Instagram, and I also, if you email me about an event or something, then I'm the one that you'll talk to. And yeah, and great. I'm also on the events committee, and so if you ever have any ideas for events or you want to talk about events, you can talk to me. Cool.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Minnie. I moved to Kingston last year with my business, Samosa Shack, and was asked to be on the board of this new, incredible organization in Midtown. We're on Cornell Street, so I'm also part of a business owner in the area. And I jumped at it because I've never done this before, and I wanted to be a part of the change. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Buenas. My name is Enrica Martin. I am the owner of The Sweet Spot, formerly known as One and Only Cakes. I'm a Kingston native. I went to high school here. I left after high school and went to college. Came back in 2018 and just went running from there. I'm just happy you guys are here because we haven't really had anything, so I'm excited about this new journey with you guys, and thank you for coming.
So we're gonna just go around the room, and we just ask everyone just say your name and your business, and we can get into a lot more feedback, open discussion later on. But we're just gonna just introduce everybody in the room. If we can start here.
Morning, everybody. My name is David Sosa. Me and my wife own the flower shop, Roca Floral. We used to be in Midtown, Kingston. Now we are in Hasbrook Avenue. And I'm also an event organizer for the Mexican culture. And here we are if you need anything.
My name is Yoko Yamamoto. I do a few different things, but one thing that's very, very important to me is I'm running ramen noodle shop on the corner of Broadway and Cedar Street, right in the heart of Midtown. And so it's been wonderful to come to Kingston. You know, we moved from Japan to New York City and came to Newport's first, and I had my first noodle shop in there for 10 years. It was very, very, very difficult. But after I came to Kingston, I feel like, yes, I can do it. And I've been supported by many wonderful people, including the mayor of the city, all these people like Miles and all other people, Chris, and everybody. And so that's been going really well, and thank you so much for many, many support. Thank you. And another thing very important is I am the founder and organizer of the Peace Festival called Bomodori Dance Festival for Peace. I moved from Newport to Kingston several years ago, and I did it like this year down at Kingston Point Beach, and that's like the only one Peace Festival in the entire Hudson Valley. So I want everybody to learn about it and come in and just bring your stuff, bring your business, bring your heart and everything to bring peace to this world, starting Kingston.
Can you say what time of year it is and the name of the festival again?
It's the first Sunday of August. That's around the Hiroshima Nagasaki Day, and I'm against nuclear power and nuclear weapons. All right, so that's every summer. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Chris Hewitt from the Hudson Valley Current. We started a local currency called the Current in 2014. 1.3 million currents have been exchanged since then. The usage of currents tripled in 2020. The usage of currents triples in 2020, which means that a local currency can stabilize our economy. We started Tilda's Kitchen on the corner of O'Neill in April 2020 when we didn't believe the pandemic was hitting, and we opened anyway. And Tilda's is now our main exchange center where we have free soup every day, free breakfast and lunch last Wednesday of every month. And so as a nonprofit community exchange center, we also publish Midtown Lively, which is about food, art, and exchange every month in Midtown. Thanks.
Wow, it's really hard to follow that. My name is Anton Kirloff. I just opened Lone Wolf on Foxwell Ave, the former Lease Bar, or Chatters, as many of you might know it. I'm actually originally from New Paltz. We had Fuchsia Tiki Bar there for 4.5 years until our landlord unceremoniously got us out. So we are now looking to get into this community and build some relationships and hopefully bring something unique to this area. And I'm really glad to be here.
Hi, I'm Meredith. I am the Administrative Director for Center for Creative Education. We're an arts-based community center located right on Cedar Street. When we needed to expand, there was no questions asked. We had to stay in Midtown. That's our main focus. We collaborate with almost everybody. I'm so happy to actually be in contact with so many businesses. We have a preschool that runs during the day. We have after-school programs for schools. All the elementary and middle schools get bused to our center for arts education classes, theater, all sorts of different things that we have going on there. We also have the Spice Women's Empowerment Group, which is a free 10-month program where we do like financial, home buying, self-defense, all different types of bonding, self-love, self-education. So lots of different programs, way too many to go over right now, but we do a lot of community events as well. So free community events, including the Spread Love Thanksgiving event, which we do every single year, free food, free clothing, in collaboration with Beyond the Four Walls. We do the Hispanic Heritage Festival every year. We do an experience series, Black Experience in February, Women's Experience in March. And I am not the talker of the organization, so I'm sorry. And then we also now, starting this year, and we'll go over this later, but doing the Midtown Winter Wonderland, which is very similar, if anybody knows about Snowflake Festival. It's basically a promotion, somebody knows organizer. It's basically making sure that everyone's cultures, everyone's celebratory holiday season, regardless of what it is celebrated right along Broadway. So we're going to have, everything's going to culminate into a performance and a lot of different things, and again, I'll talk about later, at the Broadway Bubble. We're going to have a whole winter wonderland there. We're going to have a Christmas light bike ride through Midtown. That's going to start at the YMCA and go all the way down Broadway. We're going to have a window celebratory decorative contest for all businesses, but we really want to promote foot traffic. We really want to promote businesses, all the small businesses and organizations that are in Midtown, and we want to make sure that everybody's culture is celebrated. Because that's one thing we love about Midtown is just I love Midtown. I actually moved here after working here for a while because I just love it. So that's what we're going to here to do. We're a community center. We're here for the community. We work with everybody. So stop by, say hi, whatever.
Hi, my name is Jeannie Edwards. I'm Alderman-elect, and I take my seat January 1st, so I'm really looking forward to talking to each and every business owner here and joining in on the change in Midtown and trying to collaborate with you all. So thank you for having this, and thank you for the invitation.
Hello, I'm Ana Leiva. I'm here with Pablo Chavez, and we are the owners of, I think everyone knows me here. We have Taqueria Mi Pueblito here in Broadway. Taqueria Mi Pueblito. And we also moved here 7 years ago from Brooklyn. And thank God we have our business of authentic Mexican food.
Hi everyone, my name is Marta. I'm here with Chris Hewitt representing the Hudson Valley Current, which is a nonprofit organization. We also, we're running Hilda's Kitchen, which is a project of the Hudson Valley Currents. And also I'm a member of a workers co-op, which is the Blooming Queens of Clean. It's a green clean co-op with 13 members.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Diana Flores. I am with Ulster Savings. I'm the Community Liaison Business Development. I've been with Ulster Savings for 10 years. Very recently moved to the Kingston area. I am just a resource to the community, not just the Spanish-speaking community, but all the small business lenders, meeting and finding out any need. And I'm really happy to be here because, as everyone knows, here you meet someone and you can connect them with someone who may be able to fulfill that need, even if it's not just us. So thank you so much for having me.
Hello, I'm Katie's partner around Tubby's, so come have a drink.
Hi, my name's Brian Whitney. I'm here representing UPAC today. I've been working there since 2019 in a variety of different positions. I also have an independent film screening crew that does screenings all around Kingston in a variety of different venues. It's my first time here, and it's exciting to see all the enthusiasm.
I'm Maggie Inch. I'm here really in two primary capacities. I have, since its inception, been a consultant and advisor to Midtown Alliance, and thank God when this organization continues to grow. And I am president of the board for MAD, the Midtown Arts District. There's lots of else, but those are what matter to me.
Hello, I'm Anastasia. It's a series. It's a videography, content creation kind of vibe. Many of y'all know me, and people that don't, I'd like to get to know y'all, see how I can amplify your business, your visions, and yeah.
Hi, I'm Kelly Davis. I'm born and raised here in Kingston. I'm a third generation business owner. I own Stocking Meats LLC, it's a cleaning service, and Kelly Danielle Aesthetics, and that's skincare and body sculpting.
I'm Joseph Louima. As his other half, Liz Baker. We have Broadway Arts, and we got the Jews. Also Lifetime to Midtown. My father has a Lewis barbershop. So, nice to meet you.
That's
I'm Brandy. I'm a Kingston native. Sorry, I'm throwing exact people. I have Hole in the Wall Donuts. I used to have the Anchor. I'm now in Cornell Creative with a few of the other people here, including Minnie. So it's great. I'm just happy to be here.
Hi, I'm Tracy Vituli. I have an acupuncture massage business in Estuary Healing Arts. I just moved my business up here in June from Manhattan, where I was for about 13 years. I've been living here since September, so just trying to grow my practice and excited to be here and meet everyone. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Alex Sete. I own Alex Sete State Farm Agency in Kingston. We service in the community in English, Spanish, and Portuguese, and I'm very happy to be here today.
Hi, my name is Desi Ramos. I am this daughter of the owners of Taqueria Kingston. It's right here, around the corner. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
I don't even know how to say it in English or Spanish. My name's Alessandra. I'm a Latina singer, performer here in Kingston. I sing all over the Hudson Valley, but I feel like I've been very passionate about growing our community, and I've performed in a couple places like Tilda's Kitchen and CCE, the Snowflake Festival. So I'm just really passionate about bringing our Latino community in the forefront, bringing our culture, our music, and just giving a different environment, different feel to our wonderful community that is so diverse and dynamic.
My name is Julia Wilson, and I am the owner of Estuary Healing Arts. I'm also a chiropractor, and that is just a couple blocks down. We don't have a sign yet, so it's a little hard to see, but estuaryhealingarts.com, and you can book an appointment. If you're looking for acupuncture, massage, chiropractic, nutrition, we're supposed to get a nurse practitioner before too long. The goal is to have a lot of integrated medicine stuff available, and we all work together, and so it's really nice because right now medical is really hard to get an apartment. One of my patients was like, it's trying to see the Wizard of Oz, trying to get a doctor's appointment. So try to be very available.
My name is Mary Gibbons. I work for Pure Clean Professional Restoration. We are the paramedics of property damage. May none of you ever need me. I'm a good number to have. I believe in educating, helping people so before they have to call me with a problem, there's things that they can take care of with their properties to prevent these things from happening. Also, we have a multicultural staff, so we can converse in many different languages.
Hi, I'm Ginevra Giorgini, founder of Spark & Sterling, a law firm dedicated to helping small businesses. I see I'm getting this thing, okay? Law firm dedicated to helping small businesses with contracts and just helping them get set up and understand legalities. And I'm happy to be here today wearing my MBA advisor hat. I have been privileged to help the MBA from the very beginning with the legalities of getting them set up, and I'm just very excited to see how we all continue to grow. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Tyree McCollum. I'm part of Point God Academy. It's a nonprofit for grade school kids, high school kids, in sports and education. Kids from 12 years old, kids from 18 years old and up. Bring with us is training. We got a summer AAU circuit where we travel across the East Coast and play basketball. We have our Diamond Ball coming up this Friday, which is going to be incredible. A couple of the people here is attendance. A couple of people here helped us with our business, like Geneva said. So, yeah, just happy to be here.
Hi, my name is Adriana. You can see me here and work. My business is Apertura LLC. I interpret, translate, educate, and do consulting for language justice. I am part of the Language Justice Collective of the Hudson Valley. And now, through MBA and through the WhatsApp group, participating with MBA, with my consultant hat on.
Thank you so much, y'all. It's really wonderful to see the diversity and the breadth of experience and expertise in the room. I really do believe, us coming together is a really powerful thing. We're gonna get some updates. Just, you're members of our organization. We've been working for the past year on a number of things. Our VP Liz is gonna just kind of walk through some of the highlights of the last year, just so you all are aware of what we've been working on. And then Manuel is going to give us a little update on the Spanish-speaking outreach efforts we've also been doing, which is so important, and I think, evidenced by, y'all being here today. So here you go, Liz.
Hello, welcome everyone. I'll make this short and sweet. NBA started initiating their membership in February, and we are now at 48 business members signed in. We look forward to that number increasing, so feel free, if you haven't joined and you'd like to, please see Katie afterward. Just to give a little recap on some of the things we've done to make a difference in Midtown. We have assisted Roundout Savings Bank in launching a low-interest loan, the Midtown Business Capital Loan Program. If you haven't heard about it, you might want to look into it. We've also successfully organized 2 mixers with 80-plus attendees. We've established partnerships with other nonprofits, including hosting and information sharing sessions with MAD. Sorry about that. Bill had to put it in big letters for me to see it. I got glasses, still not working. Organized a summer block party and facilitated a feedback session with area makers to gather input for their plans and ideas for the Metro building. Oh, I gotta take it down? Okay. You know I speak fast, so this is gonna be tough for me. Okay. Where we at? Okay, organized the summer block party and facilitated a feedback session with area makers to gather input for their plans and ideas for the Metro building, which is located on Greenkill Avenue. We have fostered collaboration with 3 business associations, Cuba, KWBA, and MBA, and have come together for the very first time in 15 years, all 3 business associations, which is good. We are looking forward to future collaborations, such as working with Ulster County on a shuttle service that would travel between the 3 business districts, which would definitely be ideal for all of us. I'd like to say Midtown is the most diversified of our Kingston community. With a heavy presence of Spanish-speaking residents and businesses, it is important for us to assure open lines of communications with our neighbors. It is an ongoing commitment to provide simultaneous interpretation at our member meetings and events. With the appointment of Manuel Bias, I said I was calling him out, and LJ Collective, of course, an establishment of Spanish-speaking outreach committee, which is the LJ Collective. We are determined to bridge the language gap, and I would like to personally express my gratitude to Manuel for joining the board and for the willingness to volunteer his time to assist both the NBA and the Spanish-speaking community. His valuable contributions have and will continue to enhance our efforts in fostering inclusivity and promoting collaboration across diverse communities. These are things we've accomplished in a year as an org, most important as a community. So let's continue the journey we started together, and let's commit to doing so with patience, a lot of love, and more than anything, understanding of one another, and the possibilities will prove to be endless, powerful, and most of all, successful. Thank you all.
All right, let's hear from Manuel.
Wow, how can I follow up on that? But I'm going to do it slowly. All right. So I'm going to speak in Spanish if that's cool with you, right? I wasn't ready, but here we go. No, just kidding. I'm ready. I'm ready. So we have some points here that I want to touch on. I joined MBA because Miles, Bill, Liz, Katie, they were like, we're doing all this stuff. We're doing all this good stuff for businesses, but we need to keep doing good things for businesses in Spanish, you know? And I said, all right, let's do it. So we had our first MBA meeting in Spanish. It was in Taqueria Mi Pueblito with Ana and Pablo, and we met several of you. And then we started getting more of you. Like David was doing an event that day. Alex went. Alessandra was there. Leslie. But also, we've been working with English speaking businesses. So we've been doing all of these things in both camps. Since I've joined the MBA, Bill invited me to the Midtown driving event. So they're talking about there are certain parts of Midtown Kingston that the state is trying to clean up. And they're trying to give incentives so that there are new investments and improvements. There are new things that are going to start happening. And I would not have known about this, none of you probably, if I hadn't been invited into the MBA. I wouldn't have known. So the MBA, the good work that they're doing is to communicate between the state, with the city, with the county, and with the people who are working and have our businesses and are working here. So that's why the MBA is a good source of information for you to access information that will help you improve parts of your business. So we've been talking about this WhatsApp group, right? We want to invite all of you, if you want to come into the WhatsApp group, that's the space where we can communicate in Spanish. And the description of the group, like what does it mean to be part of the Midtown Business Alliance? So I wrote it down from the website so you know what it means. The Midtown Business Alliance, MBA, is the acronym. We work to create prosperity in the center of Kingston through advocacy and support and promotion of existing businesses, helping build capacity of residents to create successful businesses and amplify the voices of our community members. We have created this subgroup within the MBA so that Spanish speakers can be in touch with the organization. We want to support the business people of Midtown Kingston. And in that space, we want to share information, promotion, events that happen within Midtown and that benefit our businesses. So welcome to the MBA. Let's create a stronger and more united community for it in 2024. Thank you.
And I'll just say, it was really hard to set that outreach committee up, and as soon as Manuel showed up, it fell into place. Like it was like seamless. So I'm just gonna mirror like the gushing remarks about Manuel. So thank you all. I'm just going to give you some updates on what we're working on for next year. But really, the point of this meeting is to hear from y'all in terms of what we as an organization that's made up of a membership can be doing to support you. Again, we don't make decisions for the government. We do not give money directly, but otherwise, we can really be a voice to the powers that be because they're listening at this point. And we can also connect you to resources that we're aware of. That being said, we have seen a need for direct services to businesses, services like training, legal, accounting, some like kind of very, core aspects of running a business that existing business owners have as well as new business owners. New business owners, for the most part, are on their own without much resource available to them. We have friendship, and I've worked with Sam Kendall at SBDC, but one person can only do so much. So because of that, we have formed a foundation, the 501c3 foundation, MBA, that is, just in its formation. We have a board, and our mission is to provide services, direct services to entrepreneurs in the Hudson Valley, and focused on Midtown, but more broadly the Hudson Valley region. We are in conversations with another group, and this is still in formation and nothing is set in stone, but we may have the capacity to bring an actual business training program to Midtown Kingston. That would be a huge endeavor for us to take. It would be the first time we would have a staff, but these are all things that are in the works, so I can't get into too much detail at this point. But if you have questions and feedback about what a direct service program to Midtown businesses looks like, we'd love to hear about it. Other than that, we're strengthening our partnership with MAD, and other organizations in town that are supporting small businesses, including Kingston Midtown Rising. But I think what's most important right now is to hear from y'all in terms of what you need from us. We can only do so much, but, we can't really know what direction to take without hearing from you. So I would invite anyone that has comments or thoughts about what you've heard today to speak up, and let's have a conversation. What can we do to help you? Real quick, forgot that we just were awarded ARPA money to support Midtown businesses, promotion grant from the state and through the city. So we kind of have an open opportunity to support y'all, and the thought we had was a shared marketing endeavor, digital marketing, print advertising, whatever it may be. So maybe we could start with that. What do you all think of us launching a shared marketing program to support small businesses? Resounding. Any other comments? Please speak up. I know this is open-ended, but this is the purpose of the member meeting, is to hear from its members. So if y'all want to step up and speak, go for it. This is the time to say, where have you been, when I needed you most? Or what has been really great about being a member? We're a new organization still. So please, yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to say thank you because I think as a small business owner for almost 20 years, when I first graduated chiropractic school, I was good at being a doctor, and then I had to run a business, which I had zero training in. But what I found is that it really is the connections between people, as opposed to being like a large corporation where you do put out a big marketing. Small businesses, in my experience, run on connections and the goodwill of the people in the community. So just having this organization to meet people is really, really valuable. So thank you.
Yeah, so I mean, we exist. Maggie's just yelling at me over there. I don't know. But we exist to form in a coalition with each other, right? You know, when we say, you know, we're advocating for Midtown businesses, that requires feedback from Midtown businesses to say these are the things that are not working for us and that we need things to change around. So maybe we could just start by saying, what are some big challenges we're all facing right now as business owners?
I mean, I've been living in Kingston in this particular neighborhood for 42 years.
It always surprises me.
You ain't say that to me. Yes, I've been living in that neighborhood adjacent from us for 42 years. And this is incredible. I've never, in that 42 years, there's been an organization that put their 2 feet down, 10 toes down, and helped the community out. You know, on both sides. You know what I'm saying? So this is incredible, and I've even got help. You know, it helped me tremendously. I've been talking with them for like maybe a couple months now, and they help me out, like you said, direct services, the accounting, the business structure of your business, how you know how you can do better, how you can get it to the next level. And this is great.
So would like a formal business training be something that
so your direct starting the direct services for the businesses is probably, I think you guys should focus on that tremendously. That would be the most beneficial for the organization. And you said you don't want to, not that you don't want to, but you don't want to, it's not a political,
we're not the government.
Not the government, not that, but I think we should start connecting to that. I think we got Jeannie here. Jeannie Evers is here. She's the alderman woman from our ward. Right. I think that should be, you guys should look into it just so you can get to those resources. Like you said, it's a lot going on in Kingston. They're building all types of new roads, all types of new things is going up, and it would be far from us for that community and all these people that's in that community not to get what they deserve for the time and efforts and the things they provide to this community. So the direct services is great. Build that up, and I think the second arm should be the political arm to get this city and this town, this mayor, these council people to come to NBA and do what they got to do for the people that's in this community that do businesses.
Thank you. Yeah. I want to get to your comment, Chris. I just want to ask real quick: are the newsletters in which we put all the announcements about grants and street closures, are those getting to you all? Are those helpful? Okay. So if you're not getting those emails, come find us, and we're gonna make sure that you're on our list, because that's really the main way we're communicating with y'all. Is when we get information from the city, it goes into the member blast on the email list. All right, so I think I saw Chris first, but unless you have a direct comment to that. Okay.
I love business owners, and I'm also an elected representative. I'm a county legislator, and tomorrow we're going to pass a $420 million budget.
Mañana vamos a pasar el presupuesto de
I just want to
400
mention how
millones de
important
dólares.
public comment is. One business showed up.
Un negocio
One
vino
business
en
showed
sesión
up
de comentario público.
during a public hearing recently. Save on Tents came and talked about the CARES 2 funding and how it was mismanaged. 17 businesses got that funding that shouldn't have gotten it because of mistakes in the executive branch, and only one business came to complain about it. That led Kevin Roberts and me to create a resolution to spend $450,000 on an next round of funding, but it failed because nobody showed up to support it. So the more we show up with public comment periods in the city and the county, the more people are listening. I write down every comment and we act on it. So please show up tomorrow if you can.
Por favor, vengan mañana si pueden.
Compliment or complain, but they're listening.
Where is the meeting?
It's in the county building, 6th floor, County Legislature. 6 o'clock is the public hearing starts.
Thank you. We just had a comment here first.
So in regards to marketing and connection, away from the business and political side of it is, Midtown businesses change a lot. And we've been around for over 30 years. We'll talk to somebody across the street who's never heard about what we do. So I think that, in addition to like on the website having the member logos and stuff, which is awesome, maybe having social media or website links so that we can visit each other. Like I know that for us having 3 community events, like it's for the community, it's for everybody in the room, it's for everybody in, we love Midtown, we want Midtown to come, we want everybody to come. But it's very hard to connect with people. We have bilingual staff on 10:30 to 8:30 every single day or so. So our Hispanic members have grown from 6% to 48%, which is amazing. And we really we want to be in the community, but it's hard to connect with the community sometimes. We get, as business owners and as people that are working all the time to make things successful, you kind of get into a bubble. And you kind of don't really see what's going on around you. So if there is a way that, you bringing us together is amazing. And having kind of a list of who we all are, but maybe a connection where we could connect to people's Instagrams or social media or Facebooks, where then when we're sharing events or sharing sales or grand openings or specials or whatever, that we're seeing it more, that traction is more between the businesses.
I think as a part of a shared marketing effort, figuring out how to amplify all of our accounts and promote a message of, here's a, discount day or whatever, I think we have to all work together on how we'd like to promote ourselves with each other. But certainly we'll take that note to add social media links on the website. That's great. Did you just want to bring up quickly the Winter Wonderland, if you want, I think, because there's an opportunity for businesses to participate.
So this is the inaugural, so hopefully everybody's going to get in on it. But so we're doing Midtown Winter Wonderland, which is just a highlight cultural celebrations because it's so multicultural. Everybody, we have cards to hand out if you put it in businesses. We have posters that can go in the windows. We're also doing a decorate the front of your business or organization contest. And they basically we teamed up with Bats and the Cats, which is an organization that has about 50 members, and they ride Christmas-like decorated bicycles to families in need. And they go around and they deliver presents, or they go to houses that are all decorated, and they clap and they promote just holiday spirit. So we're actually getting our own bike parade together, and we're going to meet up with them and then travel through Midtown Kingston all lit up with the bikes. So we want people to participate in that. We'd love for the businesses. I know a lot of people sometimes close early, but if the businesses stay open till 7 or 8, we want to do a passport system for attendees where they show that they've been to 10 of your businesses, and you put a little extra sticker or stamp that represents they came to you. They'll get a big goodie bag at the back of the bubble in the Winter Wonderland. UPAC is showing It's a Wonderful Life for free at 7 o'clock as an ending to the program. So it's just a lot of stuff going on. We got movies, like I said, we got the gaming truck, we got all sorts of stuff going on, free food. But we really want to, the process was created to, one, highlight the different cultures that are in Midtown, two, to give people the opportunity to be drawn into Midtown. We're trying to work with Ulster County to get like signage put up to like try to get people into Midtown and to promote your business. So all of us want foot traffic. We want people to be comfortable. We want Midtown to be the most spectacularly beautiful corridor of Kingston for the holidays. And we can do only so much, but with together, of all of us along the Broadway corridor, I think we could be an absolutely amazing event.
So this is December 16th?
This is December 16th,
Okay.
yeah. And then again, like I know some of you are closed on weekends or are not open late, but it'd be wonderful if it worked out that you guys can be open and participate in the event. And even if not, if it's decorated, we are looking to try to get also just little tchotchkes or goodie bags at the end if you have like business cards or coupons you want to put in or anything. Just get in touch with us and let us know. We'd love to add as much as possible into these little goodie bags and put some toys and stuff like that in there too. So if they come around and they come to your business, we also want the cultures to be able to kind of explain what their celebrations are. So whether it's Hanukkah or it's Kwanzaa or it's Christmas or it's Three Kings Day, there's something else, wait, Masada?
Yeah,
Is that it? Yep. We're doing, there's a whole, like when we, at the bubble, there's gonna be like a, for Masada, there's gonna be like a tent set up as a dwelling, like the comes are gonna sing, and they're gonna, so everything is represented. As much as we can, and if you guys know of anything else, we'd love to represent that too.
So if a business wants to participate, and they wanna, so the passport books are gonna be at the bubble, people will pick them up at the bubble?
They can get it, well, so we're just gonna have like just get a card, so we can pass them out anywhere, we'll walk around, Drew and our outreach
So you'll be
coordinator.
walking around, and so if a business wants to participate, they put something, they would just have stamps on, or are you gonna provide the businesses with stamps?
Yep, whatever you wanna use that's individual to you, so if it's a star sticker or it's a stamp that you have or whatever, it's individual to you.
Thank you, Meredith. For the sake of time, I just want to say that if any, give your information, so if anybody wants any more details or businesses on that, so just reach out to you.
Yes, reach out to us or just go to the website, CCE, the number 4, and
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I know we had a comment here.
Yeah, so to kind of piggyback off of what Chris and Tyree, were saying, I feel like there's so many resources out there for all of us, there's more than enough, but there's always a disconnect, and then the information gets relayed to businesses too late when y'all are trying to keep up with your business already. So I feel like just bridging the gaps and keeping communication, having meetings like this will, make our information get out better and quicker so everybody can act on it. So I feel like it's really a matter of wanting to help your neighbor and going out of your way to inform them on what's going on and what's available, and not just, thinking about your people and your crew. It's kind of like, hey, listen, I know that you're needing help with this, let me tell you about this program. Going out of your way,
Well, what else can we do other than just send out the newsletter with information?
I think there needs to be multiple mediums, meeting in person, text messages, phone calls, maybe not for everybody, but just more than just something going out in the mail, because not everybody has the chance to check their email. So I feel like it's just an individual effort and group effort, as well as meeting in person and keeping relationships. Even if I have a relationship super close with 3 people, but then she has a relationship with 2 people, like the telephone game. So I'm just, making it an extra effort, which it's already happening, but just amplify that.
Okay.
Well, this was just so inspiring just to hear everybody go around, introduce themselves, what they do, and how they're a member of this community. So to see something in the coming year where we have more meetings like that, where we can also then have smaller breakout groups and get together and then, musical chair it a little and switch up, because, sometimes when we have those networking events, we end up unfortunately staying with our own clique. and not making enough, time to go and meet new people. So something that's a little bit more structured, because, wonderful to meet all of you today. Like, this was just really lovely.
Well, in our charter, it's one member meeting a year, and then we have one mixer a quarter, or something like that, and we could.
Well, the charter is one member meeting a year.
Yeah, but
we're committed to having at least 2 mixers a year, and but we can also do other events. Yeah, other structured meetings. Like we can do as many meetings as we want.
Okay, I just didn't want to. Miriam.
So, while I'm here as Pure Clean, and I didn't want to bring this up, but I think it's really important because I want to say kudos to the MBA board. I'm the president of Kingston Uptown Business Association. I also sit on the board currently for the Ulster County Regional Chamber of Commerce. But we have been meeting the 3 business districts trying to work miracles for each of our business districts, not separately, but together. So when you say we should speak to our legislators, you guys didn't bring it up, don't hate me. We sent out a letter to trying to get, we would like to get some kind of bus or ride share that goes from Uptown Kingston all the way down through the Strand and stops in each business district. Unfortunately, nobody answered us, but it's something that we're working on. So I think it's really important. At these meetings, if you have something to say, to speak up. As far as communications, if you're not getting an email, make sure you didn't unsubscribe. We have the same thing in our organization or other organizations. People say, I never got the email, okay? Make sure that you whitelist the address from the MBA so you are getting these notifications. Because if they're sending it, they can look it up and go, well, you opened it. It's a question of whether you read it or not. So it's really important that, and again, like, we need to share this information. If I read it, I want to make sure that the next person in my little group read it as well, because it's really, really important. And the other thing is it takes a village to do these things. And all these organizations are phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And if you have any questions, I can answer.
Yeah, okay, well, please go ahead. I would also ask the folks that are on the WhatsApp group to just provide feedback. How is that working? Is it a good channel for communication of information coming from the MBA?
Y es una buena manera de comunicarnos. As part of my experience with other organizations, I suggest that you meet more, both in person and offline, because I know that as business owners, it's difficult to take time to be here in person. Perhaps give priority for the things that are most beneficial to speak in person, and like other things like are communication based that are day to day, do that in person. Time sensitive, do that in person as well. Some people can communicate that information and the things that are pending, do that in between the time. I think it's crucial to do virtual meetings online, if at least if we're not seeing each other, to know what's happening in the board.
Okay.
I just two events that are happening this week, which I will be participating in, as far as like they're both 2 markets. The Made in Kingston market that is happening on Thursday at the YMCA. Everything is happening here in Midtown, and it is a culmination of a lot of designers and makers and photographers and so forth. Everybody who lives in Kingston will be showing their goods to sell between 5 and 8 o'clock at the YMCA, and I will be sitting there with 3. Sorry, what did I say? I'm sorry, thank you. 3 to 8. It's a great opportunity for everybody to like come and see what everyone is making here in Kingston. And then the other thing is at the Fuller Building this weekend, we're having a holiday market both Saturday and Sunday. Most of us are Hudson Valley designers and makers. There may be a couple coming up from the city, but regardless, we're here at the Fuller Building both days from 10 to 5 in the main space down in the Fuller Building. So come join.
Please.
Just in terms of what you think might be helpful, I just think what Chris was saying, there was some rounds of funding for things which I found out too late, but also there was one that Rupco was doing for grants for improving your building on Broadway. But then they said it ended coming from Uptown at Prince Street and it started again at the Rondell. So there was like a large section which I was in, my address was just missing. So I don't know, like I don't know how to advocate for that because I don't really know about it. But that might be a really good role of like the board, like, hey, this funding that's coming to Kingston is like going around this bubble.
That's totally the type of thing where we can raise that to public officials.
Yeah, I don't know who like to talk to Rupco or it's just like
We're happy to field and advocate, and just ask a question.
that'd be awesome. And the other thing, everyone knows I need help with my SEO, so.
Me too. I think we all do.
Well, we can wrap that all into this. Yeah, we can do like a working session on SEO. Oh yeah, please.
I'm gonna say it in Spanish because I'm Latina and because I am here for my Latin community. I, I think the WhatsApp group does work good for like different workshops and to know about other businesses that are in the area. But I also I see that there's a disconnection within the Spanish-speaking community. Well, I just want to say thank you, Manuel, for fighting for that, for working towards that, and that we are aware that that's happening. I see that we shouldn't only have a space to interchange our resources. I now know that you do digital design, diseño digital, but yeah, I think maybe those are some of the stuff that we can share in WhatsApp or in the newsletter en el boletín de noticias. That's something that I would invite. As a singer, it's hard for me to get people to come to my events. So for me to have another spot to promote it, not just I don't just do shops for adults. I do it for kids as well. I'm a Zumba instructor. I do so many things in the community, various things. Excuse me, but for me, marketing is everything. And as a business owner, it's good to know. And I started my MDBA, um, and yeah, and just more. And I would like to know, as a singer, like what other resources are available. Could could I have a better handling of my business? Because it's not easy to have a team, economically speaking. You know, people have all these different things that help them in their business. For someone that's just starting off, these resources are very few, if any. Some of us don't have that know-how of how to best use these resources, right? Especially for the Spanish-speaking communities that come from other places. I come from Puerto Rico, and I've always worked with someone else, or I had a boss, right? And now that I'm my own business owner, I would love to have that opportunity to have those resources because I deserve it. And I imagine that everyone here also deserve that opportunity, right? Just a economic opportunity. Some people that don't have good credit scores, or don't have social security numbers. Just to know that there's a capital resource, also social capital resource, and like this unity, this community to like not be stuck on that hole, to get out of that hole. Oh, I'm so grateful to have getting to know different businesses and to get to especially other Spanish speaking businesses, Latin businesses, and maybe not to detail, but at least we're building these connections through those emails. You can provide workshops and also other workshops where we can just share, to have like smaller groups where we get to know each other and to utilize our services, right? So happy, so grateful that CCE, Alexander, come sing. And back and vice versa, right? Something that I could also utilize their services. So yeah, I think to have this really does help.
And just so everyone knows, all members can reach out to us to promote, their business or a specific event on Instagram or through our newsletter. So Katie's gonna just tell you more about how to do that if you don't already know how to do that. Also, the way we structured the Spanish-speaking outreach committee is that y'all are really autonomous to operate and organize yourselves in any committee that's formed. A board member will be on that, but you can decide how to use that space. And we've given Manuel a lot of freedom to just organize it however he sees fit. So if y'all want to do workshops, that's totally on, that's an opportunity, and we want to support that. And also I just want to clarify, we do not offer digital marketing services, but we will contract a digital marketer to develop this marketing plan for us and with us. So we don't offer that directly. Yeah.
I just want to say Ward 4 has always, for many years, had like a Facebook page. So all you have to do is go on Ward 4 and click and put any events you have on there.
That's great. We'll definitely connect to that. Thank you. Please.
So I just want to say I really like the idea of establishing some kind of workshop to help people get established in terms of setting up their own independent businesses. And I think, especially in the world of nonprofits, there's a lot of hurdles to jump through. I'm in the process of trying to establish my film screening project as a nonprofit, and there's certainly a lot of parts to that. I have been running as an LLC and kind of just paying for everything out of pocket for the last 2 years, and that's been fun, but it's, it's kind of getting to the point where, that has to change.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's definitely something that I would be interested in. Film especially is, something that's really important to me. I've also happened to get to book the films at UPAC in the Bardavon, which is something that's exciting to me. We're doing 12 free films next year. We did 6 this year, so that's certainly an improvement. And like a variety of kind of historical moments in film, starting with Citizen Kane and going all the way to Moonlight. So I'm really excited about that program. I actually have a card for our spring shows that includes that on here. I can pass around to you. And I also am doing a quick plug, doing a screening at the Old Dutch Church on Tuesday of Yasujiro Ozu's late autumn, which is a film that's very near and dear to my heart, and it's also his 120th birthday over the weekend. So I have some flags for that.
Awesome, man. Yeah, let's stay in touch about it.
Yeah.
Really quick.
I want to give input on the WhatsApp, especially Emmanuel organized for the Latino community. It was very helpful because I saw that at least 8 people just confirmed presence through the WhatsApp. So that gives a lot of fluidity. And what you said about the communication like that, I think I'm not sure, Latino community is very strong on WhatsApp. I'm not sure if we can use WhatsApp as a tool, but something similar that you can spread message very quickly. On the other note, congratulate for the events that we had. Like we had the event at Anna's restaurant and the breakfast. Over there I met Masa that did the design for some events that I'm doing. I also had the opportunity to work more with Kingston Radio and do advertising in that. So I can't wait to get to know each other of the other members here and see how can we do business together, right? Because then we all grow together.
Great, thank you.
It was just communication also. I know that that's always been a struggle for us, having so many members and reaching everybody because everybody reacts to a different platform. It may be great. We have what's called call multiplier, which is a group texting thing. You can make different groups in it. You can make it like your board. You can make it the members. You can make it whatever. You send a text out. It shows that it was received. The people can answer you, but it's not a group text, so not everybody gets the answer. Not everybody gets bombarded. You just get one little text. So it's like, even if it was when the newsletter came out, like, hey members, new newsletter out, check the emails, or upcoming event or whatever, anything important, it can go out to everybody with one text.
What's it called?
What's it called? The call multiplier. You can create your own group that'll go out to everybody. They can respond to you and you'll receive the response, but not everybody will get it, which I know is a big annoyance when people do group texts and stuff. So it's been valuable. addition to ours in regards to additions to the newsletter and emails and whatnot.
Would the members like to use a texting app to get notified about stuff? Yeah. Okay. See. We can talk about it for sure. Yeah. And okay, Manuel has something.
You'll keep hearing from me because I'm also participating in Mid-Hudson Energy Transition. This is a nonprofit organization that is forming out of a City of Kingston government initiative, and all people here who have an electricity receipt from Central Hudson, you can actually sign up and receive a discount in your bill of 15%. And you know, Central Hudson gives gas and electricity, but they're only doing this for electricity. This is because there's a farm in Windsor, New Windsor, who is providing energy to City of Kingston. So you can receive 15% discount on all your electricity bills. La ciudad de Kingston está haciendo esta transición de energía con la compañía que se llama Mid-Hudson Energy Transition. Es una organización sin fines de lucro que está haciendo garantizándote 15% de descuento en tu electricidad y tus biles de electricidad. Puedes tener un negocio o en tu casa. Si estás en la ciudad de Kingston, te puedes apuntar y te dan por lo menos 15% de descuento. This is important for businesses, but not only that, also homes. And it's if you live in Kingston, you qualify. The website is Mid-Hudson Energy Transition, and that's where you can sign up there.
So we're coming up on the hour. Is there anything that, the board should be aware of? Anything that's like really causing your business a lot of concern right now that you need advocacy and support on? Is there anything in particular that we can support y'all with? Or things are great? Everything's good? Yeah, go ahead.
The only thing I was going to bring up, and this might be a little self-centered, but as a brand new business, we're having a little bit of a hard time getting traction through the community. So the only thing I can ask is if you guys have customers, guests coming through, just drop the name, kind of spread the word around a little bit, just because our first 2 weeks were great, and then business tanked from there. And obviously, I'd like to keep paying my staff. It'd be really terrible to just close the doors one day random. So if we can get that going, that'd be greatly appreciated. In addition to, one thing I'd like to bring up, maybe we should consider putting together a portal for members that has a directory of everybody's contact information, or maybe even some blurbs about what our strengths are. So this way we can connect. If there's somebody who has an area of expertise that we can tap into, we can reach out to them directly instead of just going to these meetings or looking for an email.
So formation of a member directory. Okay, and we'll need you to respond, if we put that together. Yeah.
But I think what I'm saying is more than just, so for example, I make donuts, right? I have hole-in-the-wall donuts. If you need a donation, I can donate donuts. But if you need a quick, graphic for Instagram or something like that, it takes me seconds to do it. I could put, hey, I can help you out with this if you're not good at that. Me, I'm dyslexic. I can't read, big, long emails. So, maybe I can say, hey, can you do a quick translator and help me with this form? So, maybe not a directory as in, this is just what our business is, but here's auxiliary things we're willing to offer to help each other out. The one other thing I just wanted to mention real quick is, you're talking about social media. It's one of the most powerful things. It's free. If we all just take a moment to like and interact, even if you just comment a heart on someone's thing, a flower, whatever it is, the more interaction, the more the algorithms are going to show it, and it's a way we can collectively make our posts more visible, and it doesn't cost anything. It's free, it feels good, and it's easy to do for those of us that are on social media all the time.
Well, I think, it sounds like the members want this shared marketing campaign to go through. we have some resources to hire someone to help us do that. It sounds like we should have a working meeting to talk about how to really organize it and roll it out. And so, and share best practices and organize the effort. So, stay tuned on that for sure.
I don't know if the NBA can help, but the fire inspector team right now is more strict than usual. And at first they told
Sorry, can you repeat what's strict?
The fire inspection of City of Kingston. So we got 12 violations. Some were minor, but one is electrified exit signs, no extension cords, and it's going to cost us thousands of dollars.
We also tell me the same thing after that. We got for things that have been in place for 5 years.
I want to come into compliance.
They said it was okay.
30 days is pretty.
Yep, 30 days is very strict.
Between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
No extension cords?
No puedes tener cable
Yeah, but state rule, but for the 30 days, for the 30 days, you can call building department. You can call the building department and get an extension. But those
But
are
not an extension cords.
unless you get the heavy duty ones, a lot of people are using the dollar store extension cords, which are causing the fires. The exit signs are state regulated, so that, you do, but they can give you an extension, especially during the holidays.
That's great to know. Yesterday I said, can I have an extension? And is there city funding to help me? He said, I have no idea.
Call building department 331-1217 and ask for Stephen Knox, or write an email.
And if that doesn't work, and I've heard from multiple businesses that DOB has been really difficult on new starting businesses. If we need to bring it up, if we need to say something, please reach out, because if enough people say the same thing, then there's a problem. We need to address it. And if there's nothing that can be done, at least they know that we're organized, and that we're going to put pressure on them to make it easier for businesses to operate. Any other burning desires, needs to say something? Well, we thank you all so much for being our members. Oh, and Katie has just some parting words.
I love that everybody was talking about communication. That's my whole role here at the MBA, is to kind of make sure that we're communicating to you what we know and find out, and that you're all able to communicate with each other, and that you can all communicate with us. So I run the Instagram for the MBA, and I try to sit on there and look for your events and then promote your events, but it's a lot easier if you tag me or send me things. Obviously, I can't, if you tag me every day in a post, I can't repost every single day. That wouldn't be fair to everyone, but I try really hard to repost anything that somebody tags me, especially if it's an event that's upcoming. So please continue to do that. You can also email me at midtownbizalliance@gmail.com. That's on our website as well. And I love this idea of a member directory. At our last board meeting, I was actually talking about that, so I think we're on the same page. I do the website for the MBA, and so I'm gonna think of a way to make it visible on there, and maybe just just for members or for everyone, I'm not sure. A member forum is very interesting, and it's an interesting idea. We have a Facebook page, but we don't have a Facebook group. We need a moderator for, Facebook groups can get kind of odd sometimes, so but I would love to have some kind of open forum for us to kind of share our resources, so I'll definitely continue to think about that. And if anybody has ideas, just please email me, or just send a DM to the Instagram if you want. You don't even have to email, just DM. Or I'm on the WhatsApp, I'm listening on there. So if you have anything that you want to share, then just put it on there. And especially for those of you on the WhatsApp, if you have something you'd like me to share with our larger email list, we have 2 email lists. We have the members, and then we have a larger one, which is anybody who's ever come to a mixer who's just interested in the MBA, or that has given us their information before. So I promote your business events to that larger group if you email it to me. So if you put it in WhatsApp, if you send it to me, I can promote it to this larger list of like 150 people. So that's something to help you, and I'm hoping to continue growing that. Okay, I think that's it.
So if you have any other questions, email us and reach out. But we're here, and we're listening. So reach out. Thanks again for coming. You guys are great.